Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. My name is Shelly. I am a captivated gem. We like to do unboxings, try-ons, collabs, chit-chats, any old thing that captivates my little Gemini soul, but more importantly, captivates you. And today is just about my most favorite day of the week so far because it is collab with Miss Nikki from Happy Hauls. And we are doing the Jeffree Star Morphe collab palette today. And I am just tickled to be doing this. Let me take the card out and you can see it does have a mirror. So we'll just fold this on back. And here is this gorgeous palette. I always just loved this palette. I love the colors. I love the story. I love the names of it. The top line is, I think, probably my favorite. Because if you ever watched him on YouTube, and I'm sure that you have if you are a Jeffree Star fan, the very first one is welcome back to, well, it's welcome back to my channel. One noise. I thought that was genius. I just loved it. I just loved it because you always remember, hello, welcome back to my channel, and then fling. You guys are gonna have to excuse my hair today if it looks like a helmet. Any luck this week, I might get a perm. I was going to just put a color in my hair, and then I was like, no, I better, maybe perm it first, because I'm so tired of my hair just being what it is. It's just not, I don't find it attractive. I don't feel good in my hair. And, spring is here. Summer is going to be coming. I want my hair to look nice whenever I, do these videos, whenever I go anywhere, when my honey takes me out. My birthday's in June, and he might want to take me out to dinner to celebrate me turning 55. I don't know, but I know what I do know is I want to look nice. And I don't feel like I look nice like this. So, it's just, we always want to feel good in our own skin, right? So there's that. And let's see. What else? Anything new? No, nothing to report. What I am going to do, I want to send a humongous shout out and thanks to everyone who has watched and are commenting on my videos and who have subscribed. I appreciate you so much, helping me grow my channel, helping get my content out there. If you're new here, if you find value in my content, please leave a like. Please leave a comment. If you don't like my content, leave a comment about that too. Let me know what you think I could do to improve it. I'm interested. I'm listening. If you are so inclined, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And I want to just give the biggest shout out to the women who have gotten me going and keep me motivated to do this channel. Anne Rankin, she's got like 3 channels. She's got Just Anne, Just Anne's World, and she's got another one. She has one where she does lives. But one of her channels is devoted completely to beauty. The other one is a vlog channel. She's very active in the shorts. She's done real well for herself. And right before Christmas, I had reached out to her on Instagram and told her, what an admirer I was. She's the one that got me started on Ice Cream Beauty. It was her code that I used and started using the service, and I signed up for it, and I have been a member ever since. That's been maybe a year now. And I'm still going strong, still love it. As a matter of fact, I just got an email that one of my packages from Ice Cream's on its way. It's shipped out yesterday. So we've got some unboxings coming up. But she's just an all-around really wonderful, real down-to-earth person. And so I reached out to her and I said, hey, you know, I'm new to this. I developed a little bit of a following way back in 2017 when I told about my denture journey. And I was following a gentleman, Bill. And I don't know that he's still on YouTube anymore. If he is, I will link his name in the comments below, or in the description below. Anyway, and I'm going to link her links. But he got me started. He told me that it was important that I document my journey. He said, if you find what I have documented for my journey useful, chances are other people will find what you've documented about yours useful. So I went ahead and I made some videos about that. Well, then I didn't use YouTube anymore. I just didn't. And then I came back when I started watching beauty influencers and things, and I thought, well, you know, I think I would like to do that because I like makeup and I have a voice, and I like all these people, you know, and everything. So she gave me some advice on what to do in my videos and how to kind of tweak things. And then, without me knowing, she put a post out and said, hey, everybody, I'd like for you to maybe go over and take a look at this young lady's channel. She's followed me for quite some time. I like her. I think she's got potential. She could use a few votes of confidence, so won't you take a minute of your time and take a look at her channel? And then I had a few people actually join my channel. That was the sweetest thing in the world, and she didn't have to do that. I had no idea she did it. She even posted that she doesn't know I did this, and I will forever be grateful to her for that. Of course, she's a lot busier now, so I message her from time to time on Instagram, but she stays so incredibly busy. But she's got a busy life. I mean, she does. Anyway, I also, without being willing to do that, I don't think I would have felt as willing to reach out to other YouTubers that have come into my algorithm and that I began to watch and really admire. From the inside out with Shelly. She is the one, she kind of got me really involved. And I just love Shelly. She's wonderful. I feel like we have so much in common. She's bright, she's cheerful, she's so upbeat. She has good content. She has now got a merch store. I mean, she's just done so well for herself, and I think that's wonderful, and that gives me more hope, more aspirations that I can do this too. Then through her, I met Nikki, whom I'm doing this collab with today with Happy Hauls. She's another amazing, amazing human being with a huge heart. And I have come to just love these women. And then through collabs, I have met so many more. I've met Random Terry, who I think is a riot. She's just wonderful. I've met Trisha at Trisha's house. She's wonderful. I've met, oh my goodness, oh gosh, I can't think. There's so many names. I'm going to list all of them in below. Please know, ladies, you all have my heart. And the women who, they don't always make videos, but they are here on YouTube and they do kind of watch our channels. I cannot thank you enough for being here. You make this so much fun for me and so fulfilling for me. And I just want to say thank you. And so, yes, I'm going to put everyone's name in the description below so that you will be able to take a look at these other channels. If you don't know these channels, give these women a follow, give them a like, share. Please share mine, again, if you find value here. It would mean so much to all of us because we want to make you, the viewer, happy that you spent your valuable time here with us. So, okay, now on to what we're doing. You guys know that I just got through a series with these primers, these colored primers. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to use this one. The one with the letters I could never remember. TITC, is that? TFTI. TFTI it is. We're going to do that. And we're going to use, probably, I'm going to go with this Buttermelt Blush from NYX. And let's just get to playing with makeup. I took a lot of time just wanting to give thanks and gratitude, and I believe that matters. I'm going to contour, and I've tried to lighten up on my contour because I noticed that it's like it's not blending good enough. So I've had to go back and rethink. Look, I'm contouring over the hair that I got glued to my head. I guess that's all right. So I've had to kind of step back on that. Now again, with those other two primers, I was also able to use those as blushes. I do not have the skin tone to make this work. If I was able to use this with maybe a nice coppery deep bronze or something, I would. But I don't. I really don't believe that I have the skin tone for this. If I had a deeper skin tone, I think that you would be able to do something like that with this. It just, if you watched that series, you know that it just a little goes a very long way. So, but I'm not able to do that as a blush with this one. And that's a shame because I'd like to see what it could do. But since I can't, I'll just move along. Grab my blush brush and talk about a little dab will do you. This stuff, you don't need much of this either. But man, is it pretty. I never can get my mirror angled right. I love this color. I love the highlighters that I bought from this Buttermelt line. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. I'm going to use a Jeffree Star highlight today. I probably should have used one of his blushes, but I didn't have one that I felt, it just didn't, it wasn't the color that I wanted. That's all I can say. It's just, so, but this one, and he likes this line too. He did a TikTok review on the, well, I know he did on the highlighters. And I'm pretty sure he talked about the blushes too. Maybe in a different one. Here it is. I learned that a fluffy brush was the wrong answer for putting this on. And you got to shake it up real good. Using these was so much fun. I was so scared, you guys. I was so scared. I was like, I'm going to make a mess. I'm going to look like a clown. And then it's like, so what? So what? So what? And so I just did it. And these have such a, they've got their own real pretty little shine to them. Again, these could stand alone as their own color. I mean, they really could, just as their own little eye color all by themselves. I'm just putting it on the back of my hand and I'm kind of, you know, puffing it out a little bit. And then we're going to put it on the eye. Much better brush. Okay, we're highlighted, we're yellow, we're doing the thing. I have a feeling this video I'm going to have to do some heavy editing because I am being so chatty. I apologize, guys, if this runs long. I don't mean for it to, but I know that they do, and I do apologize. And again, thank you for taking your time to watch. Okay, we've got that done. Now let's get into the coloring. I'll go ahead and do my highlighter. We're going into the Ice Crusher. I was going to do one of the Buttermelts, but I think based on the color story that I've got going with the yellow, I think Snow Job right here. I think that's just the color for this look. So that's what we're going to use. Normally I try to do this afterwards, but it'll be fine. All right, fluffy brush. And what are we going into? We are going to go into, what is that, Lynn? Yep. I'm going in with Lynn. And this is a matte. And as with all Morphe palettes, it's dusty. There's a lot of fallout. So you got to tap. And some of that you can go back in and pick up. But we're going in right here. I think this will be a really nice color to set this primer. Okay. Now I know you don't see much color from that, but I didn't intend for you to. Really, I just wanted to set this so that it would not like get anything, like nothing would cake on it. So we'll set that aside and we'll start telling our story. And I think we're going to begin. Yeah, I should just get a magnifying glass instead of putting these things on every single time. We're going to start with Don't Know Her. And that's this one right here. Yep. Don't Know Her. Gosh, I haven't used this palette in so long. You know, this thing's probably expired as all get out. But I keep the little sheet on it and I keep it in a drawer so I keep it protected. And I'm going in, as always, with a really light touch. I want to be able to build it. And I want to be able to blend it. And so far, that's looking really nice with this primer. Okay. All right. She's playing nice with this primer. I'm really, that makes me really happy. I like what I'm seeing so far. I can build on it. I want to keep this kind of light down here because you all know I'll come across. So, okay. I think we're off to a good start. Oh, I've got a little scar here from when I had chickenpox when I was little. And it always looks like I've got a blob of makeup there when I don't. It's just that scar. I think we got off to a fantastic start, you guys. I really do. I think this is a good way to go with this primer. I just can't wait to see what Nikki does. Okay. Now, I'm going to go in a slightly different direction. I love this color. Well, these two colors, actually. But I'm going to start with Honest Truth. That one's right here. This one. And then I'm probably going to go over here to Dog Mom. And as with any, even though it is a Jeffree Star collaboration, with any of these Morphe palettes from the Morphe back in the day. I don't know if it's still true now. I haven't gotten a new Morphe palette since they've changed over. And I don't know, it seems like they're still having problems. I don't know. It's hard to keep up. But you know that these are very powdery palettes. They just are. There's a lot of fallout. I just kind of want to pack it on. And I try to pick up the fallout, you know, from the pan. I try to pick that back up when I go back in. Some of it, you just can't. It'll go everywhere. That's got kind of a peachy color to it, I guess you'd say. I'm going to use Dog Bomb, but not yet. I think to go in right through here, I'm going to use a darker color. And I think I'm going to go in right next to, I don't know her. You would think I would have used one of the other color primers for these colors I'm using, but I wanted to challenge the yellow Calabasas. And I've got to be careful with that. But I'm going to try my hand here at Calabasas. We're going to see. We're going to see what we can do there. I just want to get her kind of blended in with that We Don't Know Her. Deepen that up a little bit, just in that corner and right, you know, middle to the corner, to give just an extra oomph. Add a little drama to the situation. And that seems to be doing exactly what I asked it to do, and that makes me very happy. Yeah, just adding some subtlety, but some drama at the same time, you know? I think I'm happy with that. I don't think I need to bring it all the way around. I think I like it just like that. What do you guys think? Now for the other eye. Are they the same? Do they look the same? Okay, now Dog Mom comes in. I think that's what that one is, yeah. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush. I'm going to use the other end here on my pixie. Yeah. And I'm bringing her up. And over on the top lid. This is another palette, honestly, with as powdery as it is, this is another palette you could get away with using a wet brush with, or a damp brush. Like if you wanted to spray your brush with some setting spray or something like that, this would be a good palette for it since it is so powdery. It would help calm some of that down and set your color in place. And that's what I wanted. Okay, let me just get this little brush over here. And I'm going to put just, I'm going to put, yeah, I'm telling you, I need a magnifying, just a little round, like a monocle. That's what I need. I need a monocle. I guess I'll use 2 from the top row, you know, welcome to my channel. I'm going to use 2 right in the corner. Because I feel like that'll play nice with Dog Mom. Alright. And then there's this glitter stuff. Which one's this one? Millions. Well, I'm going to have to play with that, but I'll use my finger for that. I have to. We're just going to, just to be playful, we're going to stick that right up here. So there's that, there's that. All right. So, sans the mascara and everything else and lips. This is what we're dealing with, guys. I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna do my liner, and I'll get the lips together and the mascara, and then we'll come back and do the final thing. I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, guys, here we are. Here's our final look. Me with my poor watery eyes. I went in with a raspberry colored red liner up here. And I went ahead and took the We Don't Know Her. Put a little bit more of that up this way. And then the Calabasas I brought underneath the eyes. And then I used that new Thrive Black eyeshadow. I'm sorry, eyeliner that I received yesterday in the FabFitFun box that I did the unboxing on, and I tried to smudge it out a little bit, but I discovered really quickly that with my eyes watering so bad, it kind of made a mess, and I apologize that it looks a little muddy. For the lips, I used, let's see, what liner did I use? I used a liner from Lurella. It's a basic red. Doesn't have a color name on it. It was probably in the box, but just a basic red Lurella liner. And then I went in with Funeral Parlor. I went in with this, covered the whole lip, and then I ombre'd it with a shade. This is a brand that I found on Amazon, and I've been trying it out for a little bit before I decided I wanted to say anything about it, just to see if it's any good. There's a whole line of these. They're $9.99 each. They're liquid lips, and they are amazing. They last a very long time. They are very true to color. This particular one, I just daggone it, smeared it. I'm gonna show you. And I mean, trying to get these things off really is a struggle. They last and they last and they last. This particular one though could be a very close dupe. Maybe not so much as poinsettia. I'd say a cross between poinsettia and maybe no tea, no shade. And I'm gonna show you that because I'm gonna swatch them both. So I'm gonna put this one on first. Now, they should have. Yeah, this one is called Pure Envy, and it's made from Maki Yika This other one that I have is called Be Happy. It's a real pretty one, but I'm not swatching that one. The one I'm wearing is Pure Envy, and she's pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna swatch her first, and then do a little comparison swatch with the other two. Okay, that's Pure Envy from, what did I say? Maki Yiga. Very shiny, goes on, stays on that color. And now I'm going to do Poinsettia. Now these are a little bit older, so they're a little thicker. And you know, well, you know, Jeffree Star is Jeffree Star. His formulas are just, they're Jeffree Star formulas. And then right underneath him, or right, no, actually on the other side of that Envy, I'm going to do No Tea, No Shade. Now this one has seen better days. I'm almost out of it. I'm probably going to have to try to find it somewhere because it's not wanting to swatch real good. And it's probably because it's empty because I wore it forever. Now, I'm not saying these look exactly like, they don't. No Tea, No Shade. It has a way deeper berry color. But there's Poinsettia. There's, what did I say? Pure Envy. I'm sorry. There's Poinsettia, Pure Envy, and then this is No Tea, No Shade. So now this probably wouldn't be much of a dupe for that one. I'm wrong about that. But between, Hi, How Are Ya? This might even be a good dupe for that one. But $9.99, you guys, and they've got a ton of shades to choose from. I'll show you this other one, Be Happy. I'll show you that one since we're swatching, and I've used it. I love it. There's the Be Happy. Isn't that pretty? And like I said, they have they wear a really, really long time. And they're $9.99, y'all. So I would look up Maki Yaki. Yeah, Maki Yaki, if you can see that. And they come really fast. They ship like the next day. If you've got Amazon Prime, they're there like in a couple of days, you got it. And I am so impressed. I am so impressed. For $10, man, I am so impressed. So that's everything. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the look. I hope you kind of ignored the falling down hair. But if you didn't, that's okay too. Anyway, I will let this be the end, and we shall see you in our next video. Bye, guys.